Now, it doesn't look like power cuts are not going to end anytime soon. So how do you protect your electrical devices and appliances when power outages hit? For some tips on this, we're joined by Head of Dial Direct Insurance, Anneli Retief. Thank you for your time, Anneli, and good morning to you. Let's start with the impact of load shedding on appliances. I just wonder if, all of us understand the huge impact on our appliances.
Yeah, good morning. We've definitely seen an increase in power surge claims at Dial Direct. And the challenge normally from an insurance perspective is that many insurance, actually most of them require, especially from a burglary perspective, that your alarm systems are activated at all times. And if you think about it, during load shedding, we are actually quite vulnerable. So not only does load shedding have a significant impact on the damage caused to your property, but it also puts you at risk from a safety perspective and from an insurance perspective. But at Dial Direct, luckily we do take that into account. We feel that our customers shouldn't be penalised, and we really take each case on merit.
Yeah. When we talk about the costs associated with the impact of load shedding, I mean, how much does this usually cost South Africans to repair regularly, especially now that we're even seeing up to stage 6 blackouts?
Yeah, exactly. There's a massive cost associated to it. But it really all depends on also the planning of the individual user. There's a lot that you can do to protect yourself. There are measures that you can take. So the risk that you face and the damage that you're going to suffer also depends a lot on your own behaviour.
So what's then the solution to this, Anneli? What can be done just in terms of tips to preserve our appliances? Because, I mean, if the economy is anything to go by, we don't have the money to keep replacing our appliances over and over again.
No, you're absolutely right. And I think, awareness and just education is key. And there are some very basic things that you can put in place to protect your appliances. And the first thing, I suppose, is also just by knowing which appliances are at risk, of being damaged during power surges. So mostly if you look at things like batteries, used in anything from cell phones to gate motors, in alarms, backup systems, etc., they actually are quite vulnerable to load shedding, because if a battery runs down completely, its lifespan is significantly shortened. Then you've got your other devices that carry a reactive load, like your fridges, your tumble dryers, lawn mowers, dishwashers, etc. Those normally have electric motors, which are also exposed to surges when the power is interrupted. However, the newer devices do have some protective measures built into them. And then I think another one at risk is your cooling devices, so your fridges, your freezers, your air conditioners. They also work with compressors. And those are also susceptible to load shedding. So first of all, just know your appliances, and then, decide on which ones you can switch off. And if you know what the load shedding schedule looks like and, in your area, then just keep a lookout and switch off those appliances, or, just get an uninterrupted power supply. UPS can go a long way also in protecting your devices in the long run.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for those sound tips that you've shared with us there. Head of Dial Direct Insurance, Anneli Retief. We'll leave it there, but thank you so much for joining us this morning and, giving us some solutions to this never-ending problem called power cuts. All right, let's move to this now.